Adamu Aliero is my name. I represent Kebbi Central. Mr. President, let me start by commending Senator Mustafa Salihu for bringing this bill. I say bringing because we passed this bill in the Ninth Senate, and I don't know what happened. Somewhere, the bill could not be assented by the President. We argued and debated extensively on the need for having food reserve for the country. A country of over 200 million people cannot have self-sufficiency and food security without food reserve. And for that reason, the federal government saw it right and established the agency. We even have the agency in existence. What is lacking in the legal framework for that agency? And I know very well that once you have the enabling legislation, it will certainly boost agricultural production, because all the excess grains produced will be mopped up by the government and be kept in our silos. And during the period of scarcity, or when the price of food items is so high, the government will order for immediate release of the grains, and that will stabilize the price. And not only stabilizing the price, it will even make the farmers to have all year round employment, because they will produce both in the dry season and the wet season, because there is market already. Once market is provided, then farmers will be encouraged to go and produce and bring to the market. Thirdly, Mr. President, it will obviously reduce the post-harvest as stated in the lead debate. A lot of agricultural products are wasted because of a lack of storage facilities and lack of processing. With food reserve, it will be a thing of the past. Donor agencies will even patronize the federal government by buying whatever we have and give to other nations that require grains. Nigeria is a well-blessed country. We can produce a lot of food, not only for our population, but for even the neighboring countries. And the establishment of food reserve will certainly accelerate and promote agricultural production. I therefore urge all my colleagues to support this bill. Already we have the agency, but what we don't have now is enabling legislation. And maybe the sponsor of the bill could have said that. For that reason, I second this, what do you call it?
Second reading.
The second reading of this bill, and I urge all my colleagues to do the same. Thank you very much.
Dismissed, Senator Mangunu.
Distinguished President of the Senate, distinguished senators, my name is Mohamed Tahir Munguno. I represent Borno North Senatorial District. Well, I want to contribute to this debate against the backdrop of the efforts that I have made as a member of the House of Representatives and as chairman of the Agri Committee in the House of Representatives. I can recall vividly that I sponsored a similar bill in the House of Representatives in order to give legal teeth for the agency to not only back but bite in the discharge of its statutory functions, because the agency is already established by an act by executive fiat. What we need to do is to give it the legal teeth not only to back but to bite in the discharge of its functions. Mr. President, distinguished senators, this agency, when established, is not only going to work by way of price stabilization, because the agency will be charged with the responsibility of buying up surplus with a view to storing it during the period of harvest. And when there is scarcity, the agency will now bring it out and sell it to the members of the public by way of subsidized price. So it has a double-edged advantage in the discharge of its functions. One, as a means of price stabilization, and also as a means of buffer, and also as a means of, when there is scarcity in food, to bring out and then flood the market for the purpose of bringing food to the table of Nigerians. So this bill is very good, it's apt. By passing this bill, we are merely discharging our constitutional responsibility under Section 4 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, of making laws for the peace, order, and good governance of the country. Thank you.
Is there anybody that is opposed to this bill? Okay, dismissed colleagues, those in support that this bill be now read a second time, say aye.